It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, those that know me know I'm a big Uber fan. You know, when Uber started like 12 years ago, the taxi industry completely dismissed them. Oh, that'll never work. People will never do that. That's crazy. And then as Uber began to really beat the crap out of them, and they beat the crap out of them, the taxi industry decided, let's go fight in courtrooms. Because all the executives in the cab industry were too weak, they didn't have the right leadership, and they couldn't fight themselves in their own boardrooms for a constant relevance. They waited until they were completely disrupted, and then they went and fought in courtrooms to stop the disruption. And I look at my friends in the Document Imaging channel and I'm saying to myself, why aren't you fighting each other in your boardrooms for constant relevance? Why aren't the younger executives challenged than the older executives? Why do I talk to executives that have left the industry, and I talk to a whole lot of them, folks, and they talk to me about how it was just terrible, how their leadership, wouldn't adapt, how their leadership wanted to keep everything the way it was, how they tried and tried and tried. I always tell them they didn't try hard enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to challenge not only yourself, but challenge the status quo. And if that status quo is your leadership, challenge them. I'm not saying go challenge people just to challenge them. I'm saying challenge them to help keep your business in constant relevance. You should be challenging them. And if you got the right leaders, they're going to embrace that challenge. They're going to thank you for challenging them. If you got weak leaders, if you got leaders that are scared of their own future, there's a lot of those out there, folks. There's a lot of leaders inside the Document Imaging channel that are petrified of where they're going to be in the future. They're so petrified of that they keep themselves in the past and all those they lead. That's a recipe for disaster. It's time to challenge ourselves like never before. Think about the taxi industry. Think about the rideshare community. And when you hear silly nonsense, when you hear people talking about, aspirations that make no damn sense, challenge it. Ask your OEMs that you're selling for to break down their damn financials and give you the right information that's beneficial to you. If you're signing up with IT services from an OEM, you better ask that OEM, are they making any money themselves? Show you the financials. Why can't they do that? Ask your OEMs, how much A4 are you selling in your direct operations versus A3? Are you making any money selling A4 in your direct operations? Are you making any money selling through your direct operations? Could you show me the financials? How many dealers out there had to show the OEMs their financials? Oh, we'd love you to be a partner of ours. Give us your financials. Give us a business plan. Why don't we ask the OEMs to start doing that for us? Because if we looked at the business plans of the OEMs, it might scare the shit out of us. If we looked at the financials of the OEMs, it might scare the shit out of us. So ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'll tell you. If you're a 30 or 40-year-old executive inside the Document Imaging channel, stand up and start shouting. And start challenging. Become a leader. Power is not something given to you. Power is something you take. And quality people have options. Don't be the executive that hides under your desk, afraid to challenge the status quo because you might get fired. My God, get fired. You'd be much better off going to do something somewhere else. Quality people have options. Remember that, folks. Because it's scary. It's scary when I look at the Document Imaging channel and I think about the taxi industry. And I think about the disruption coming to the Document Imaging channel, how businesses won't print near anything like they did just a few short years ago. And every year it's going to continue to decline. They're just not going to print in businesses. And our industry that sells to businesses doesn't give a flying crap how many printers we put in people's houses that don't print anything. We don't give a crap about the 10 industrial print machines we're going to sell around the world. We care about selling services to businesses and products to businesses. And we better start aligning ourselves with organizations that can help us do that. That's why I'm excited about Xerox and the augmented reality that we see. I'm excited about my friends over at Sharp and the products that are outside of print. I'm excited about Lexmark and Brother. Those two, they make A4 products, and those products are a great replacement, right? For HP. I think about HP gathering all kinds of data from dealers, and every single day I get more and more emails from HP. They're positioned perfectly to take away your customers. Keep giving them your data. You can see so much status quo inside the document image channel, it's damn scary. And we got to change the game, we got to shake it up, and it's going to take bold action from the younger executives to challenge the older ones. And this optimism that we hear sometimes from some folks, it's just pure insanity. You got to dismiss that. You know what? Optimism, unbalanced with realities, is a recipe for disaster. Optimism, unbalanced with realities, is a recipe for disaster. We need leadership that can look at realities, have a vision of where the future's going, and be able to work within the realities around them towards that vision of what's coming. And if we don't do those things, we will in fact be the taxi industry. So please, challenge and fight inside your organization for continued relevance. Don't wait till you're disrupted and then try to figure out how to fight the disruptor. That's doing it half-assed backwards. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this. Status quo is the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.